And a special thanks and shout out to Acra Automotive in Columbus, Indiana for allowing me to come out and film this 2003 Lincoln Aviator Premium 4x4. Hello everyone, Josh here from Neighborhood Car Reviews, and I'm at Acra Auto in Columbus, Indiana. And today we are inside a very nice and very well equipped 2003 Lincoln Aviator. With the anticipated upcoming release of the 2020 Aviator, I thought it would be kind of fun to come out and kind of do a detailed, in-depth review of the first generation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the first generation 2003 Lincoln Aviator. Hello everyone. As stated before, this will be an in-depth walk-around review and look at this very nice and very well-equipped 2003 Lincoln Aviator. Only produced for the 2003 to 2005 model year, the Aviator is set just below the Navigator as Lincoln's entry-level SUV, and at the time of its debut was the shortest-length Lincoln vehicle ever produced. Despite being a rebadged version of the Mercury Mountaineer and the Ford Explorer, the Aviator had more in common and was almost identical in appearance inside and out to the larger Navigator from the same model years. Mike Crowley, then Lincoln brand manager, stated about the Aviator, the first mid-size luxury sport utility vehicle from the brand that effectively created the full-size luxury SUV market. The Aviator is top-of-the-line premium trim, shown here in mineral gray metallic, and features the Light Parchment premium leather interior. While all Aviators were standard as rear-wheel drive, this Aviator features the optional full-time four-wheel drive system that is rear biased with a 35-65 front-rear split and features a viscous limited slip differential. With a 5,089-pound curb weight, the Aviator is anything but light and sits on a 113.7-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 193.3 inches. It does feature a then best-in-class towing capacity of 7,100 pounds with a max trailer weight of 3,500 pounds with a max tongue weight of 350 pounds. Total payload capacity is 1,300 pounds. The engine in the Aviator is not the single overhead cam 4.6-liter found in the Explorer and Mountaineer, but rather a retuned version of the all-aluminum 4.6-liter dual overhead cam 32-valve modular V8 found in the Mustang Mach-1. This engine creates 302 horsepower at 5,750 RPM with 300 pound-feet of torque at 3,250 RPM. Incidentally, the Aviator has 2 more horsepower than the 5.4-liter V8 found in the Navigator, yet 55 pound-feet less torque and 63 more horsepower than the Mountaineer V8. It is good for 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.6 seconds with a 0 to 100 mile per hour time in 22.7 seconds. Quarter mile is reached in 16.2 seconds at 89 miles per hour with the top speed electronically limited to 107 miles per hour. Fuel capacity on the Aviator is 22.5 gallons. It consumes 7.1 gallons per 100 miles driven, with the EPA fuel economy estimates are 12 miles per gallon city, 17 miles per gallon highway with 14 miles per gallon combined. This Aviator is averaging 14.7 miles per gallon. The sole available transmission is Ford's 5-speed 5R55E automatic transmission. It does feature overdrive with manual gear selectability. The Lincoln Group brand manager Mike Crowley said that the Aviator debut that the Aviator's look was designed specifically to look like the Navigator because it's an icon in the marketplace. But many people wanted a smaller vehicle, something more agile and maneuverable. A Navigator was too big a vehicle for their needs. This fits their needs and it's where the growth is. Despite sharing 70% parts content with the Explorer, the remaining 30% are where Lincoln really invested. With powertrain, suspension, components, and extensive research in noise, vibration, harshness reduction, the Aviator truly is a Lincoln. Around the rear of the Aviator, the Navigator resemblance is there with similar liftgate design, as well as the flow-in tail lamps. Despite looking like a split gate, it is a single-piece unit with separate flipper glass openings. While the Navigator sports a power operating gate, the Aviator is manually opening, and no power option was available. Along the profile of the vehicle, the Aviator is almost identical in silhouette of the Navigator, with molded integrated running boards. Only the doors are shared with the Explorer Mountaineer counterparts. Steering on the Aviator is unique to the vehicle and is a ZF Source hydraulically assisted variable rate, speed sensitive rack and pinion system. Gone are the Explorer Mountaineer pressed steel lower control arms, and in place are stiffer cast aluminum units as well as larger front cross members and frame inserts to help reduce frame flex and increase steering precision. Wheels are 17-inch aluminum, unique to the premium trim. Tires are P245 65R17 Firestone Destination AT tires. Suspension systems, including shocks, springs, bushings, which are 60% larger than Explorer, and ball joint anti-roll bars are exclusive to the Aviator and help contribute to the low NVH ratings. Brakes are larger four-wheel discs designed specifically for Aviator and are assisted with ABS, advanced traction control, and roll stability control, as well as trailer sway control. They can bring the vehicle from 70 miles per hour to 0 in 193 feet. Around the front, telling the difference between Aviator and Navigator is especially difficult, seeing that they are almost identical in appearance, with the Navigator being the larger of the two and having rectangular fog lamps and more streamlined front bumpers. Sporting the iconic chrome waterfall grille surround with graphite grille inserts and xenon high-intensity discharge headlamps, as well as large halogen fog lamps, the Aviator really hits a home run in the "you thought I was a Navigator" style. While elegant and commanding, it is still rather understated in presence and really brings a touch of class and luxury that the Explorer and Mountaineer did not have. So, when you see the iconic chrome signature waterfall grille coming your way, don't assume it's a Navigator. Alright, and let's take a look inside. Taking styling cues from the 1961 Lincoln Continental, and of course mirroring its image with the Navigator, the dual cowl interior is a very nice place to be. Two-tone treatment on the door panels is divided by American burl walnut and a high gloss finish. You also have satin nickel trim that was popular with the Lincolns of this time frame. Door armrests open up to feature concealed pockets, and your matte pockets also expand out. Naturally, this vehicle is equipped with power heated mirrors. The mirrors also feature signal repeaters, as well as puddle lamps. And you do have door-mounted heated seat controls, as well as ventilated seat controls with 5-position settings. You've also got your door locks. You've also got your 6-way power seat on both driver and passenger side with lumbar support mounted on the doors. Satin nickel Lincoln embossed tread plates. Manual seat back adjust, which is also identical on the passenger side. On the driver's side instrument panel, you do have automatic headlamp control. You've also got instrument panel dim, 2 driver memory, and the adjustable pedals are on the other side. Tilt steering wheel. And looking at the seats are nice and supportive. They are perforated leather in the front seats and feature high adjustable head restraints. Pretty similar to that of the Explorer and the Mountaineer. They are comfortable and do offer a generous amount of support, however. Alright, and pan through the interior and show more details. Nice fluid power assisted steering is shown here. Steering wheel is leather wrapped with wood trim at the top of the spokes. Satin nickel trim. You've also got your cruise control as well as audio controls and climate controls. Lincoln badge in the center. Electroluminescent instrumentation, very bright and easy to read with white indicator or white numbers and red pointers. Navigator featured a similar instrument cluster. And in the lower right corner, you do have your trip computer, typical of Fords of this era. It is a dot matrix digital readout that just features various vehicle information as well as some vehicle diagnostics. Alright, and panning over the top of the dash, you can see it's in very good shape. The flow down center console features a opening door to hide the radio. It says Lincoln on the Aviators. On the Navigators, it would say Navigator. This vehicle does feature Lincoln's SoundMark audiophile sound system with a 6-disc CD changer, 2 air vents around a analog clock, and down below, controls for dual zone automatic climate control. Stability and traction control button on the right hand side, and your trip computer buttons on the left hand side. Nicely designed center console with dual cup holders. You've also got a center ashtray with a lighter. And of course your window switches are on the front of the armrest. Everything is finished in satin nickel. Padded armrest with stitched detail. It opens up to reveal a generous amount of storage and does feature a 12-volt power point inside. Overall, I really like the interiors of these Aviators and Navigators of this time. Manually dimming rearview mirror does feature a sensor for the automatic headlamps. You've also got overhead reading lights for the driver and front passenger. Auxiliary rear climate controls, where you can control it from the front seat or send the controls to the rear seat. Panel distribution. Sunroof control, as well as a 3-channel home-link and universal garage door opener. Sun visors are nice and large, and they do feature illuminated vanity mirrors. They do swing out, but they do not slide out on extensions. Alright, let's take a look at the second row seat, as this vehicle does have 3 rows of seats. This vehicle is not equipped with the bucket seats, however it does have the 3-position bench seat. Rear seat door panels carry the same theme as the front doors, but they do not feature opening armrest or expandable mat pockets. And the rear seat in this vehicle does seat 3 across. It is a 40-20-40 split folding seat. Height adjustable head restraints for all passenger seating areas. Overhead, you have overhead reading lights. And in the ceiling, you also have overhead ventilation. The center portion does fold flat to create a flat floor, or an armrest if you so desire. Rear ventilation controls. You have panel distribution controls as well. 12-volt power point, a little ash receiver, and down below, fold-out cup holders. Seat back mat pockets on the backs of the front seats. Alright, gaining access to the third row is easy just by lifting this lever here. The seat back will fall forward and then the seat back will lift up. It's mounted on hydraulics, so it is easy to operate. And folding the center portion just shows better visibility to the third row. Third row seat seats 2. It is a single folding bench. High adjustable head restraints. You've also got molded cup holders and storage. Alright, now let's take a look at the two-piece rear lift gate. In the license plate molding, there is a little area that says glass, and right above there is a membrane switch. That will open up the flipper glass portion. This allows really nice, easy access to the cargo room without having to open the whole entire lift gate. And underneath the chrome plinth right in the center is the membrane switch to open the lift gate. And here's the luggage area with the third row seat in the upright position. Cargo capacity with the third row seats up is 12.4 cubic feet and does feature a 31.4 inch liftover height. Tie down hooks and underfloor storage for your jack and tools, as well as your spare tire receiver. You do also have a 12-volt power point back here. And your power lock switch. Folding the seats is easy, just lifting this lever here and just pushing the seat back forward. It does create a nice load flat floor, and it extends your cargo capacity to 39.9 cubic feet. Now with the second row seats folded, you have a total cargo capacity of 77.1 cubic feet. Overall, the Lincoln Aviator and its cargo area and interior are very well thought out and very well designed. And that does conclude our in-depth walk-around look at this 2003 Aviator. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please comment down below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And also check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews. And as always, thanks for watching.